So this judge in Brooklyn, this Judge Caroline Walker Diallo, was recently sworn in on her first day of office, and being that she was a Muslim American, she swore in on the Koran. And people went apeshit. So I thought I'd weigh in on the controversy. Straight up, if you have a problem with a Muslim American judge swearing in on the Koran when they take some office or some oath, then I think you have a problem with Muslim Americans. Because the reasons that people are giving for having a problem with a Muslim American who just got elected to office, I'm assuming it's an election to office. I don't see anything about her being appointed. If she had been appointed, they would have put the name of whoever appointed her, so we knew who to blame. But so I'm guessing she was elected by the people to be a civil court judge. And you were wondering, well, how does a Muslim American get elected to being a judge in the United States? I can only say what I always say when some politician gets elected that nobody seems to understand. Well, who the fuck was she running against? But no, like I said, she's elected. People chose her. And I can't understand why people have this. It blows their mind that she would swear in on the Koran. She's a Muslim American. Why would she swear in on the Bible? Now, some people say, well, it's tradition. And my response to that, well, traditions have got to start someplace. So here's a tradition. If they are a Muslim American and they get elected to an office, they will swear in on the Koran. Tradition started. She's not even the first Muslim American to be elected to office. There was also another judge in Brooklyn who was elected, and I don't know if they swore in the Koran or Bible, wherever they swore in on, if anything, because another thing, for those of you who are confused, there is no law that says you have to swear in on a Bible. That would be a clear violation of the Constitution's law that says no endorsement of an official religion. People are elected to offices, they do have to take an oath, and it is pretty much tradition that they would have some religious text that they believe in most cases the Bible. See, we do have a Christian majority, but officially they don't have to have anything. And as far as people who aren't Christians, yes, some have sworn in on the Bible, keeping up with the tradition, and others have used the Talmud, I think it's called, Jewish scriptures, things like that. So once again, now we have a faith, somewhat of a different faith, elected. This is, like I said, probably only the third or fourth Muslim elected to some official office in the United States. Well, no, that doesn't sound right at all, but maybe it is. But anyway, we do have at least, I think, 2 congressmen in the United States Congresses who are Muslim Americans, and they swore in on a Koran, and when that happened, there was a shitstorm then. And for those of you who say, well, is this what our founding fathers want? Well, when Congressman Matt Ellison of Minnesota, a Muslim American, was sworn into office that he was elected for. Once again, who the hell was he running against? He swore in on not just any Koran, but a Koran once owned by Thomas Jefferson. So I think they would be surprised. I don't necessarily think they'd have a problem with it. But who knows? They're dead. Quit asking what the founding fathers want. We don't have a time machine, and we don't have mediums. I don't believe in that. So we don't know what the dead want. And more importantly, people, they think that having them swear in on a Bible, one hand on the Bible, whether it's, taking an oath of office or the oath to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, in court cases, it's because it's basically they're saying that they will do whatever the oath says, that their responsibilities, they'll live up to that, or tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help them whatever they believe in, like with Christians is God, because basically if they don't, they're saying right there, they're selling out everything they believe in. In the Bible, for Christians, that's what they believe in. That's everything they hold dear. That's how they identify themselves. And having a non-Christian sign, swear in on an oath, office or whatever with something they don't believe in, then what's the incentive for them to live up to it? It being, seriously, am I the only person ever seen fried green tomatoes? I remember fried green tomatoes in the movie. At one point, the one chick who's on trial for murder, her and her, the black guy in there, being charged with the other chick's, the death of her husband. They think those two murdered her. They bring up the Reverend as a character witness, and he lies his ass off. Makes her sound like she's just a good Christian. She was not really follow the rules or anything. And at the end of the trial, when she gets found not guilty for a whole bunch of stuff, other reasons, she brings up, I can't believe the Reverend lied. And the one other chick says, well, if you looked carefully enough, you would have seen that it wasn't his Bible he had, but his copy of Moby Dick. Because Moby Dick meant nothing to him. He swore to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, on a copy of Moby Dick, which meant nothing to him. It's just some stupid book where some guy goes on and on about whales. And that's what you would get if you have someone with non-Christian faith swear in on something they don't believe in. It might as well be Moby Dick. I'm not saying they would lie, they wouldn't live up to the oath, because some of them have sworn in the Bible. I'm just saying, why would you expect them to? But the Koran, this means something to that judge. So having her swear in on the Koran is exactly what she'd be swearing in on. And you still have a problem with it, then you've got more issues than all this other bullshit. Because you've got problems with people who aren't your faith.